Okay, so let's dive in. When we talk about front-end development, we're really talking about building everything a user actually sees and interacts with.
The visual stuff,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But the real challenge isn't just, learning the tools, it's understanding how they all work together. There's synergy.
Mm. We're not here to just give definitions. We're here to synthesize. We've really tried to distill the essential connections that define how professionals actually build for the web.
Okay, so where do we start? It has to be with HTML, the basic structure of the
Right.
site, the skeleton.
Right.
But let's go beyond just like basic tags. The most impactful choice you can make, I think, is using semantic HTML.
Oh, for sure. So you're talking about using elements like header, section, article, instead of just endless div tags.
Yeah, exactly. Why is that so critical?
Well, it's like a multi-tool. It's not just one thing. It helps with SEO. It massively improves accessibility for screen readers. And honestly, it just makes the code so much easier for other developers to read and maintain. It's an efficiency choice, really.
Okay, so once you have that strong semantic skeleton in place, then comes CSS to bring it to life.
Right. The styling, the layout, all the visual appeal.
And in terms of layout, we've come a long, long way. The real revolution here was Flexbox and Grid, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Those tools let developers create these complex, fluid layouts without all the old hacks. They were critical for enabling the mobile-first design approach.
And that's the strategy where you design for the smallest screen first.
Exactly. You start with the phone, and then you use things called media queries to adapt the styling up for tablets, desktops, you name it. You're basically ensuring the experience is perfect everywhere.
Which brings us to the brain of the operation, JavaScript.
This is where things get dynamic.
This is what handles all the user interaction.
Yeah.
Clicks, typing into a form, scrolling. And it does this mostly through what's called DOM manipulation.
And the DOM is essentially the live, editable version of the HTML that lives inside the browser. JavaScript can just go in and change it on the fly.
But what's really fascinating is how it connects the website to the outside world.
Yeah, that's key. It's handling events. Like when you're filling out a form, it can give you that instant validation feedback. Hey, that password's too short.
Before you even hit submit.
Right. And it uses browser features like fetch to talk to backend APIs to grab new data. That's how you get content to load without ever refreshing the page.
The real magic, then, is in that separation. HTML creates the thing, CSS styles the thing,
Yeah.
and JavaScript controls what the thing does.
It's a classic analogy.
Yeah, the button. HTML defines the button element itself.
CSS gives it the nice color, the rounded corners, maybe a little shadow.
And then JavaScript dictates what actually happens when you perform the click action. That separation is what makes things so clean and fast to work with.
Of course, in the real world, you need some serious tools to manage all this.
Right. You're not just writing this in a blank text file. We're talking about things like VS Code as your editor, and of course, the browser dev tools for all your debugging.
Indispensable.
And for any serious project, you absolutely need Git and GitHub. That's your version control. It's like a safety net for your entire project's history.
And this all ties back to a few best practices you really just have to internalize. We already said it, but use semantic HTML. It pays off everywhere.
What else?
Keep your CSS reusable, group common styles into classes. It shrinks your code and makes it so much easier to maintain. And finally, you have to test on multiple screen sizes.
Because in a mobile-first world, that's probably where most of your users are.
Exactly.
So really what this all comes down to is that front-end development it's more than just coding. It's a mix of design, logic, and user experience all rolled into one.
But all this foundational knowledge, as crucial as it is, it brings up a really big question.
Which is?
Well, if we have to manage these three things so carefully just for, say, one component, how do you handle that complexity on a huge, massive scale?
Okay. The scaling problem.
That's it. And that is the logical next step for anyone listening. This whole workflow is the bedrock for modern advanced concepts, especially powerful frameworks like React. They exist to solve this exact problem. That's the key step for you to explore next.